So next we will see how to create planning application. Okay, in using you know EPM planning. So first let me delete this application. Okay, here we have already existing one application is there. So let me delete this application first. Click on remove application to remove or delete the application completely. Okay, you shouldn't delete the application if it's an implementation project. Okay, so because since I want to show you how to create application from the scratch, I'm removing the application. Okay, now let me log in back. Okay, so when you log in first time into application, okay, so what you can configure, you can you can create planning application, you can create FCCS, you can create ARCS, you can create PCMCS, you can create freeform application, you can create tax reporting, you can create narrative reporting, you can create EDMCS. Okay, so many different types of EPM products you can create, but with one license only one type of application you can create. Okay, so let's say if you create financial consolidation and close, you cannot create planning with the one subscription. Okay, so let's create a planning application. So in order to create planning application, okay, so click on select. Once you click on select, you can see three options here. Okay, one is create sample application, second one is create new application, third one is migrate. Okay, forget about this create sample application, we will never use this one. Okay, look at these two options. One is new application, that means um, requirement gathering is completed and documentation and everything is completed, so you are about to start application build. In that case, you will go with the create new planning application. Okay, when will you use migrate? Okay, for example, your development is completed and everything is done. Okay, so UAT and all also completed. Okay, so now business signed off to migrate application from dev to prod. In that case, you can migrate snapshot which exported from the development application. Okay, so first we will see how to create new application. Okay, so under create new application, you have a option called start. Okay, so when you click on start, here it is asking for the application name. Okay, your application is uh, you know non-union code mode of the application. It means that the application name length shouldn't exceed more than 8 characters. Okay, so what's your application name? We say financials enterprise planning. Okay, F1DP, financials enterprise planning is our application name, for example. Okay, so and the description you can give any length. Okay, there is no restriction uh, you know while you are writing the description. Okay, so let's say this application is used to configure finance module. Finance module. Okay, so you can provide the description, or here itself you can write something else like EPPCS application. Okay, so it's up to you, like, but who will provide this name of the application? So business will provide the name of the application, and description also business will provide. Okay, so you no need to worry about the name and description, that is business will give. Next, application type. Okay, if you see, there are three types of application you can create. One is custom, second one is free form, third one is module based. So what are the differences? Okay, what is custom? Custom means uh, PBCS application. So if you go with custom application, you will create PBCS application. That means like on-prem planning. Okay, you are not allowed to create, or you are not allowed to configure modules in the custom application type. Okay, clear? Next is free form. So when it comes to the free form, if you are migrating something from on-premise to cloud, in that case you have to suggest business this free form. Okay, even if you go with free form, you cannot configure module. Okay, next, modules. If you go with modules, not only the custom, you can also configure modules. Okay, let's go with the highly complex, and most of the businesses uses module based. Let's select modules. Okay, so once you provide name, description, and application type as a module, click on next. Okay, here very important things come into the picture. Okay, what is start and end year? Okay, you have to ask the business. Okay, do you want to maintain any historical data, and how many years of the actual are you planning, or how many years of the how many years of the historical data you are planning, and how many years are you planning? So if business says that, so okay, my current year is FY22 and I want 2 years of the historical data. So that means FY19, 20, or I can say 20 and 21 is historical data. Okay. F, so FY 2021 wants historical data. So current year is actual. Okay. Next, how many years they want to do forecast? So they want to do 2 years of the forecast and 3 years of the budgeting. So that means till 25. Okay, so till 25. 2021 is for historical. 21 is for 2021 is for historical. 22 is actual. 23 is forecast, and 23, 24, and 25 for budget. Okay. Next, fiscal month, first month of the fiscal year. Okay, this is again business will provide. Okay, so certain businesses will decide which month, which month is their starting of the business. So some will go with March to Feb, some will go with Jan to December. This again will be provided by business. Okay, so let me take fiscal month is January. Okay, next is weekly distribution. Okay, so when it comes to the weekly distribution, we have four types of distributions. Okay, event distribution, 4, 4, 5. Oh, it shouldn't be like this. 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Next, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4. Okay, so there are four types of distributions: event distribution, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 4. Okay, let me explain you this. Let's take January, February, March, and Q1. Okay, so in the January we have 31 days, February 28, March 31 days. Okay, so in the event distribution, these days are there, right? Okay, 4 weeks, somewhere around 5 days. This will be distributed equally. Okay, I can say, if I say 1000, it will be like, it will be distributed equally. This data will distributed equally. Okay, why it is not coming? Okay, if you select even distribution option, your data will distributed equally for descendants, like while doing top down planning. Okay, if you select 445, four parts of the data, for example here 300, 300 and 400. Okay, like that. And when you select 454, it will be 300, 400 and 300. When you go with 544, it will be 400, 300 and 300. Okay, that means same 1000, how you want to distribute data in a quarter. Okay, basically like, which type of distribution. Okay, some people will go with even, some people will go with 445. Okay, it depends on the business, and business will tell you what is the distribution that they want. Okay, so basically the definition for the distribution is how you want to distribute uh, data, or how you want to distribute days in a quarter. Okay, as simple as that. That is about weekly distribution. So you can select from the drop down which distribution. Okay, so these and all key decision, guys. Okay, application name, description, start year, end year, start month of the fiscal year, weekly distribution, these and all will be provided by business. Okay, so, and while you are discussing, or while you are taking requirements from the business, business will give you these things. Okay, next, task flow type, task list and EPM task manager. Okay, this is the flow process, business flow process. Okay, let's go with a task flow process. Let's go with the EPM task. Let's go with the task list. Okay, I will explain you later. Next, main currency. So what is the base currency? Okay, that means in which currency you want to report data. Okay, so if head office is located in US, they will select US. If it is in some other country, they will select main currency. Next important thing is multi currency, whether your application supports multi currency or single currency. Okay, so if we check this option, what happens? If we don't check this option, what happens? Okay, first, if I don't check this option, what happens? Okay, if I don't check this option, I will see these dimensions: account, period, year, entity, version, scenario. Okay, you will see 6 dimensions. Okay, and if you enable this option, what happens? If you enable this option, in addition to this 6 standard dimensions, you will see one more dimension called currency. Very simple. Okay, that is the difference between if you enable multi-currency or not. If you enable multi-currency, you will see one more dimension called currency. Okay, right. Next is name of the input cube, name of the reporting cube. What is this? Okay, when you create application, by default two custom cubes will be created. Okay, one is input cube, second one is reporting cube. So you can write down the names. For example, let's say rev plan, rev plm. Rev plan is my input cube. Reporting cube is fin plan, or fin plan, financial planning. Okay, so rev plan is input cube, fin plan is ASO cube. Next, sandboxing. I told you, right, sandboxing initially. Okay, one of the feature which comes with your EPM is sandboxing. Sandboxing is used for private planning. Okay, so if you check this option, okay, then only you will get sandboxing. Otherwise, you will not get. So at the time of creating application itself, you have to enable sandboxing. Otherwise, you cannot enable it later. Okay. If you want to enable it later, you have to delete the application. Then you have to check the sandboxing option. Okay. Right. So we have provided general information, calendar information, currency information, and the name of the input cube and reporting cube, and also whether we want sandboxing or not. Okay. Even we will enable strategic modeling for long-term planning. Okay. So, and these features, sandboxing, you have to decide and you have to ask whether business want it or not. Okay. If you want, okay, before that, how business knows that whether they want the sandbox feature or not? You have to explain the business. Okay, sandboxing is this, and if you enable sandboxing, you will get these options. This is the use of this, whether your business would like to use this option or not. If they say yes, then you will document that. Then when they sign off, then only you will enable it. Okay. Next, same thing, strategic modeling also. So explain the business about the strategic modeling functionality, benefits and uses, and what is the long-term advantage of this. So then business says, yes, we want this, then enable, otherwise don't enable. Okay, because unnecessary enablement is not required. Okay, so I'm not enabling sandboxing. Okay, then click on next. When you click on next, it will show the summary. Okay, so in the summary you can see, okay, start period and end period, first month, weekly distribution, flow type, currency, multi-currency, sandboxing, strategic modeling is disabled. Okay, and you can see here, uh, in the rev plan you get 8 dimensions, and in the reporting cube you get 7 dimensions. Okay, what is that extra dimension? That is because we enabled sandboxing. Okay, what are those 7 dimensions? These are the 7 dimensions. Okay, account, period, year, entity, version, scenario and currency. Okay, let me click on create. So it will start creating application. Okay, it will take a couple of minutes. Okay guys, yeah, so our application is created successfully, right? Right. Now click on OK. Okay, once you create an application, this is the home page of the application. Okay, home page means if you click here this button, okay, uh, like which is having five edges, that is home. Okay, and also if you take cursor to the oracle logo, this is also home page. Okay, this is your home page. Okay, once you go to home page, you can see all these cards. Okay, task card, dashboards card, infolets, data, reports, rules, approvals, application, tools, IPM and academy, everything, all these cards are there. Okay, so in these cards, first we will go into the, anyway we are going to discuss each and every card. Okay, and then we will move slowly. Okay, uh, let's go to the PPT. Okay, always our PPT is reference for us. Okay, creating application. Okay, this is how we created application. Okay, next navigation flow. Okay, next is, once you are into the application, click on this application. Okay, in this application card you can see many subcards. First is overview. Okay, so we will try to complete at least some of the options here today. Okay, in the application you will see something called overview. Okay, so in the overview, what you can see, name of the application and description, and application type is module, and is it hybrid enabled or not. It's a hybrid application. Okay, so in the application overview you will see application related information. Okay, that is the first thing. Next, if you go to the cubes, how many cubes are there? Two cubes are there. Okay, so rev plan and ASO. Rev plan, let me click on rev plan. Okay, if you see here, name of the cube is rev plan, and it's a BSO application. Okay, how many dimensions it has? 7 dimensions. Account for um, you know to load a chart of accounts. Currency to currency consists of metadata of the currencies where business is doing the transactions, and entity is the dimensions where locations are places where business is doing the transactions. Okay, and HSP underscore view is because of sandboxing. Okay, since we enable sandboxing, you will see this 8th dimension called HSP underscore view. Okay, next is period. Period is the time when the transaction happened, and scenario is the dimension. It tells is it actual data or forecast data or budget data, and scenario dimension is also helps to close and opening of the periods. Okay, and version dimension is about the different versioning of your data. Okay, is it review version or final version or version 2, version 3? Okay, how many other versions business want, they can create. Next, years. So year will tell you on in which year. Okay, this transaction, particular transaction is happened. Okay, that is about custom BSO cube. Okay, and if you observe, there is a plus symbol on the top of this cube. Okay, it means that it's an ASO application. It's an ASO cube. Click on this. So name is financial planning. Okay, and application is ASO. Okay, and it has 7 standard dimension. So account, period, year, entity, version, scenario, and currency. Okay, you don't see HSP underscore view in the ASO application. Okay, so that is about cubes. Okay, uh, next, if you want to create any new custom cube, you can use this create option. For example, click on create. I want to create one BSO cube called FinASO. FinASO. Okay, so type should be ASO. Description is I don't want to keep anything, so click on done. So description is required, so I can say uh, fin reporting queue. Okay, cube created, either reloaded the navigation flow or log out and log in again to use cross cube features. Okay, so you can create new cube here, custom cube. Okay, using the option called create. Okay, so right now we created new ASO cube called FinASO. Okay, so up to 3 BSO and 4 ASO can be created in the enterprise PPCS. Okay, up to 3 BSO and 4 ASO custom cubes you can create. Okay.